How do, guys? It's Luke at Geekgaming Scenics, and look who we've got here. It's Matt from RP Archive.
All right, Luke.
I'll catch you after this. So, guys, Matt from RP Archive got in contact with me a couple of weeks ago and asked me if I could do some flocking. So, what you brought me?
I've got some very, very small tiles for you to flock. Smallest is 3 inches by 3 inches for D&D. They've got to fit on a dining room table.
Okay.
That going to cause a problem?
I don't know. Let's see if I can make these tiny tiles look like they're not tiny tiles. I do take all the easy jobs. Right, let's get on the table. So these dungeon tiles that Matt brought me from RP Archive, all the links to his channel below, so if you are interested in how he makes them, check that out. Now the problem with using foam flocks and other ground covers on tiles like this is you always see a line because there's no height, there's no variance in the edge. So my idea was to use static grass. But before I go into that, I wasn't going to show this. A big mistake happened because when he brought them, he didn't do the rocks because he wanted me to show him how to do the leopard spotting technique, which is a very simple technique. I just took him through mixing down paints to like brown, the ochres, a Payne's grey, so it's a very dark blue, grey, black, which is a great all over wash just for tinting the edges and getting all your definition and everything. But the problem that happened with this is he didn't use my modelling compound, he used another leading brand, which is nothing wrong with that, it's just that the plaster in both products are very different. Obviously my casting plaster is a lot more porous than the compound that he's used. So to hide this, what I had to do was stipple it in, and I'm using similar colours to try and help blend and tie it together. It didn't go completely to plan, but I saved it and the stippling motion left quite a bit of the original colour underneath, but it looks pretty reasonable. So if you are using multiple brands products, it is always good to do a bit of a test first so you know what's going to happen. So we put the arid earth base ready from my range around the rocks. Now the colours are slightly different because obviously we went in and stippled some colour, but what we did after applying this with super glue so it would dry quicker so we could get onto the static grassing stage, is we just went in and stippled the stones so there was a very similar colour, leaving some of the natural colour of the stones poking through as well, so it looks a lot more realistic. Now for static grass, we're going to be putting down the fast dry basing glue, and then we put the first layer of dead on. This is a mix of 4 and 6 mil as the main carpet colour. Now once we've got that main carpet of colour down, we add a mix of tile grout and soil over the grass just to add some depth and some brown colours coming through that dead grass. Now after that we spray it with some varnish. This can be matte, gloss, satin, whatever you want, don't worry about it. And then once we've put that down, we go on with an autumn colour. This is just to bring some greens in and just a bit of variance, but you don't want it to be too patchy because it's a modular tile, so do remember that. And we did that all over one tile, we liked the look, and we did it over the rest. The idea of using static grass on tiles like this is the flock towards the edges of the tiles follows the tile. Because it's been cut with a knife, it does bevel ever so slightly, so the grass will stand up straight on that ever so slight bevel. So then when you push them together, all the static grass fibres should technically interlink and hide the joint. To add strength to the static grass to make it very playable, we're spraying it with the Geekgaming Scenics matte Scenic sealant, and this mats down all the gloss spray that we used earlier and it adds significant strength to the static grass. You would do apply this 2 to 3 times to get that strength. Now how his system works is just with cocktail sticks, and as you can see, the idea did work very well. It would be nice to experiment with some colours, maybe even different lengths or colours of static grass as well, but I'm very pleased with the outcome. What do you think? Would you use static grass on dungeon tiles like this? Put in the comments below. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out all the links below where you can find Matt's channel.
Yep, RP Archives. Go check it out and find out how they're made.
How they're made. And not how we've just flocked them like that. But no, just flocking them like that. The static grass, it's not there yet, but it does sort of hide the modularity. I think with a bit more practice, I'm going to nail it. But with the grass, as you push them together and it interlinks like that, it sort of hides the cracks a little bit.
The lines just blend away and disappear.
Well, I think we need to experiment with colours on the edges.
Yeah.
That might make a difference.
Making it blend better.
And also maybe different colours of static grass, because I think if we go with a darker look,
it would hide it better. Because you've got the darker crack, and if you have darker coloured grass, like the autumn maybe,
on its own,
stronger autumn.
Yeah.
Because the dead is quite light.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, you can see it a bit more with that, but I think the autumn might
on
hide
its
it
own
even better.
So I'll have a play with more saturated grasses like summer and autumn mixed together, rather than just the dead and autumn, which are both very unsaturated colours. But I think we're onto something. And being able to play with it and try it and make these D&D tiles look pretty good for just for a bit of static grass. But yeah, if you want to see more, and you want to see how to build these awesome modular tiles and the boxes that they're kept in, which I really like.
That's coming soon.
Go subscribe, go check him out, and subscribe and all that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next video. Do you want to end this one?
Yeah, catch you guys later.
That's not my ending.
What's your later?
Love, love, love.
Oh, you love, love, love. Let's switch them.